Bootleg podcast special guest in here, Armenian.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, sir.
Welcome, sir.
My brother.
How's everything going, man? You got a lot more jewelry on. I mean, what's this watch here?
It's funny. I knew when I walked in here you were gonna make a comment about my jacket, but I took off now. And
well, you
about
had
the
a
jewelry.
pretty ridiculous Gucci jacket on. That was very nice.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it was a big puffer jacket. It's cold outside, and I was wearing this short sleeve, and I was either gonna wear that or like a mediocre looking one.
Nah, you're
I'm
good.
like, this the Bootleg
You got your
podcast,
messy. You got
man.
your messy on though.
Yes,
You're excited for the World Cup. Is this like a time of year or time of every 4 years you're excited for?
yes. This is really the only real thing that I super follow in sports.
Right.
Like, I'm a basketball fan, but I can't say I'm like really following it the way I used to.
Right.
After Kobe and everything. After
I mean,
he
you have a King
retired.
James song though.
Yeah, I love LeBron, but
course.
and I follow it, but But
So
soccer is different.
I was gonna say because you are Armenian, but you grew up in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, I'm not Argentinian.
You're not Argentinian, but you like Messi.
Messi, this is just like a symbol of greatness. You know
Okay.
what I mean? It's like a Jordan jersey, a Kobe jersey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm Armenian, but we don't have, we have a team, but not in the World Cup.
Right.
Unfortunately, maybe one day. But I grew up in the Netherlands, Amsterdam. So, and growing up in Europe, like as far as soccer, that's like deep-rooted culture. You know what I mean? It's different. Like people here don't really understand it yet.
Right.
You know
No,
what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure. It's definitely
like when the country's playing, there's nobody outside. You know what
everyone's
I mean? Like
watching it.
everyone. I'm talking about my mom right now is watching the Netherlands play. Like, you know what I mean?
You
Like,
guys beat the U.S.
yes, we did. I'm
Yeah.
sorry about
Were you
that.
excited about that?
Yeah. I expected it. U.S. wasn't ready yet. Even though the Netherlands this year, we not as good as we usually are. We known as the greatest nation to never win the World Cup.
That's interesting.
Couple times finals, always in the semis, quarters, but never actually won.
What's going on? I feel like when we talk, what is there anything new going on that we should get out there with Armenia? I saw recently like Azerbaijan was stirring shit up a little bit again.
Yeah, it's like an ongoing conflict. You know what I'm saying? It's still going on, but I believe it's kind of calm right now. Russia is trying to like mediate and shit, but this is like a conflict that's been happening for like 30 years on and off, but then it was quiet for a long time. And then a couple years ago, really in the middle of the pandemic, right? We got like attacked out of nowhere. And then, basically they were trying to take over. Well, first there was this piece of land, and I won't go too deep into it because it gets complicated.
We talked about it a bit before.
Yeah, it's this piece of land called Artsakh Nagorno-Karabakh, which is like kind of within Azerbaijan, but it's like ethnically
It's an Armenian city, right?
Yeah, and it's always a fight over that piece of country. And when the USSR broke up, they gave it to Azerbaijan, even though it was Armenian. You know what I mean? Like on some divide and conquer type shit. Stalin did that,
Right.
So it's ongoing. So then there was a ceasefire, then they attacked again. And the thing is, like, Azerbaijan is backed by Turkey, which there's a whole history there with the Armenian genocide. And they're like a powerful country. You know what I mean?
Turkey's no
Real powerful.
They're no
and-
schmucks.
and compared to Armenia, we can use some help. You know what I'm saying?
How big of a deal was it? I was going to say, because speaking of the Turkey thing, like Joe Biden acknowledging the Armenian genocide as the first president to ever do that. How big of a deal is that?
Look, it was a big deal. We all, for one day, celebrated. And then we heard that Joe Biden is giving military aid to like Azerbaijan or through Turkey or whatever.
really?
You know what I'm saying? So it was kind
So it
of
was
like,
hey, thanks, but fuck you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, that's what we kind of used to at this point. You know what I mean?
Now, because I was talking to my boy Esdot about this, because we were in Detroit, and
Shout out all my people in Detroit. That's like my second home.
of course, right? You've been out there. You were running around in a Sprinter out there, I think.
Yeah, they take care of me over there.
But there's a lot of I don't even want to fuck up the ethnicity of people that's out there.
Chaldeans.
Albanians.
Chaldeans. A lot of Arabic, Middle Eastern.
Right. So we went to a store, and the guy was like, "There's all this like Middle Eastern candy," and the guy was like, "Oh, this is a Turkish candy bar. You should try it." And I looked at Esdot.
Hell no.
And I was like,
That's funny.
I bought it. And he was like,
And they're like, you better not, dog.
he's like, I won't eat that. And I was like, I'm gonna try it, bro. What if it's fire? Like,
Nah, it's all good. Like,
I threw the candy bar away.
the thing with
It made
us
me
is,
feel bad.
like I grew up in Amsterdam, right? It was almost no Armenians. I didn't have a single Armenian friend growing up. And I lived there till I was 18. And it was a lot of Turkish people,
Right.
like Netherlands, Germany, So automatically, you know, you have friends, I have basketball teammates and shit like that, and they didn't even know about the history.
They don't understand
like,
the history.
It's not about the Turkish people. It's all love. You know what I mean? It's
course.
about the government. But we don't support shit that's like made in Turkey. You know what I mean? If I see something that like Zara that says made in Turkey, I'm saying Zara because they're known for having shit in Turkey.
Right. But do you know Turkish people who sympathize with what happened to Armenia?
Yeah, I don't really know a lot of Turkish people personally now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, yeah. So I don't really know, but yeah, you see people come along your timeline. Like
I always wonder that like if there's like some kids in Azerbaijan that's like our country's fucked up.
No, absolutely,
we
you have
side
people
with
like that.
Armenia and this.
Absolutely, you have people like that, but it's also they didn't really have a freedom of speech, and like the media, whatever, journalists, they get locked up if you know what I mean. It's that kind of country.
It's like some Russia type shit.
Exactly, you
Yeah.
can't just talk about, you know, against the government, like Iran right now. There's like a rapper in Iran that's like locked
saw
up for
that.
like, you know what I mean?
Iran's fucking wild.
And
right
they
now.
want to give him like the death penalty.
I saw that they were
So-
trying to like murder like 15,000 protesters.
Yeah, insane.
It's insane.
Man, shout out to all my people in Iran for real.
Hey, what up, y'all? We got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our family at MyBookie, man. It's my favorite time of the year. We got World Cup, NBA, and NFL football going on at the same time. There's so many opportunities for you to make some money. All you got to do is go to MyBookie right now. Use the promo code BOOTLEG when you sign up for a new account. They're going to match your first deposit up to $1,000. That means you go to MyBookie, you put in $500 for your first deposit using that promo code BOOTLEG. They're going to give you another $500 to gamble with for free. Free money. You could put that on whatever's going on this weekend in football. Maybe you want to bet a future who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Maybe you want to do a future on the World Cup. Who you think is going to win the World Cup? Future on the NBA championship. Maybe you want to bet Luka Doncic is going to score between 31 and 35 points tonight. Whatever it is, you can gamble on it at MyBookie. And they're giving you free money if you fuck with that promo code BOOTLEG. Trust me, man, I've been getting this money. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to win like me because, you know, I got the motherfucking picks. But if you love sports and you love to make money gambling on sports, go to MyBookie right now. That's MyBookie. Use the promo code BOOTLEG, and they're going to match your first deposit up to $1,000. Let's get back to the interview. You've been super. So I feel like for so long you were just sitting on a bunch of music, and every time I'd see you, you'd play me shit, and I'd be like, well, when are you going to put some shit out?
Yeah, it's time.
And you've been on a tear. You've been putting out singles. You obviously dropped a project with Burn.
Yep.
That did really well.
Yep.
You've been working with everybody from Berner to Davies to Jeremiah to fucking goddamn French Montana.
Yep.
I mean, we could go on and on. You got a new mixtape coming out?
Yeah, so like you said, I've been working on a lot of music. This mixtape dropping on the 16th. Me and Justin Credible got together. Really, it started with him. You know, he started doing like mixtapes on some old, you know, what DJ Clue type of shit. He wanted to kind of get in the music side of things. Earlier this year, he put out this project called Hunger Flow, and he hit me for like, you know what I mean? I did like a little freestyle joint on there. And then I saw he's working on his second one, and I had this song called 10 Rap Commandments. I shot it to him like, yo, if you want, use it. You know what I mean? And he loved it. He put it on his shit. And then we were just talking. He's like, yo, we should do more shit together, you know? And I saw he did a tape with La Russell, which was really like his first one like that, you know what I mean? With like one artist. It was called Justin Credible Presents La Russell. I'm like, yo, let's go. Justin Credible Presents Armenian. I have a lot of music, so we put a really dope project together.
On DSPs, or is it like...
Yeah. It's not like on some...
SoundCloud shit, yeah.
No, it's no freestyles on famous beats or anything like that. Yeah, we can't do that nowadays.
All original music.
Unfortunately.
No, I mean,
you know
shit, people are doing it still.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they are.
Yeah, it's not the wave. Like, yeah, you could do it, put it on YouTube, SoundCloud, it just don't reach as many people, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I made that mistake in the past, you know what I mean?
When are the Nas... You have some Nas feature work.
Yes, I do.
When is the Nas
I
music
feel like I've
seeing
been
the light
talking.
of day?
Yeah, I feel like I know I've been talking about it for too long.
I've heard the songs.
Yes, you have. Because I felt like
It's
I was
two
gonna...
songs, right? I'm not crazy.
No, you crazy. It's one.
It is just one. Okay.
Yeah, let's not blow it up too much. I probably
You know who
told
had
you
two
in
Nas
private.
songs? It was. I'm thinking. Never mind. Someone else I know has two Nas songs.
Who? I want to know.
It was Belly, because Belly had the
really?
song
He had two.
with Nas in the Weekend.
And Weeknd.
Then, yeah, but you have a great.
Shout
Nas.
out my brother Belly
You
too.
have a great Nas record.
Bro, my Nas record is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, the thing is, so I started working with Scott Storch on this whole project, And we put some joints out, like you said, the one with Jeremiah, which was called King James, which it's
great
my highest
sync.
streaming
great
song.
sync shit.
A lot of love. Yeah, I got synced on ESPN. I dropped the one with French earlier this year.
Yalla Habibi.
Yalla Habibi, got a lot of love. Those were really like, I put them out to kind of test the waters, but like the album is done now. And it took a little longer than I expected. That's why I had already, I didn't hold it in. When I went in the studio with Nas, I posted that shit the next day.
Yeah.
And now we are here and it's still not out, but it's coming, man. Like now everything is ready. So this just incredible tape dropping now.
Then the album.
And then the album early next year. I want to start rolling out in February, drop the album in March. Yeah, I got some big shit on there.
Would you and Berner do another collab album?
I would love to.
The first one was dope.
Yeah, the first one is dope. And almost on a daily basis, I have people in my DM asking when I'm doing another album with Berner. Just like I got a lot of Berner fans out of this.
And you toured
and I went
with
on
him?
tour with
You
him
went
too.
on tour with him?
Yeah, and then I work a lot with Be Real.
Right.
I just dropped a crazy joint with Be Real too. But also just, he embraced me early on before all of this. So that whole scene, that whole crowd is kind of similar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That smoker crowd, so they be hitting me all the time. Of course, I would love to. Berner's my dog, but he's a Forbes cover, top 5 richest. You know what I mean? Like he busy.
He's gonna be number 1 richest soon.
Yes, he is. So he busy. So hopefully, but
I would say in the next 2 years, Berner's gonna be richer than Diddy and Jay-Z.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, it's going to
probably
happen.
100%. Yeah.
It's going to happen. What up? It's Bootleg Kev, man. We got to stop the interview to tell you about our good folks at Blue Chew. That's right, fellas. If you're dealing with a little erectile dysfunction, yeah, dick's not working like it should be, bud, don't trip. Blue Chew's got you. Yeah, maybe you're a little stressed out at home, at work, little performance anxiety. Yeah, well, look, don't trip. Blue Chew will make your dick rock hard. Oh, yeah, that's right. Super hard. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com. Use the promo code BOOTLEG. That's BOOTLEG for you non-spelling fucks out there. Use that promo code. They're going to send you a month's supply of Blue Chew for free. What is Blue Chew, you ask? Well, let me tell you. The same active ingredient as Viagra and as Cialis. Minus the awkward doctor's visits. Nobody wants to go to a fucking doctor's office. Sit in line. You're reading an old-time magazine from 3 years ago, waiting for your name to get called so you can go in there and tell your doctor your dick ain't working like it should be. Nobody wants to do that. Nope. But on BlueChew.com, it's all online. They send it right to your door, discreet packaging in a chewable form. Look, what are we talking about? Use the promo code BOOTLEG. Get a month for free. All you got to do is pay $5 in shipping. All right, and they just did their Blue Chew Mint Chewable, the same active ingredient as Levitra, which is a little extra hitter, you know what I mean? So, fellas, ladies, etc., if you need to, get your dick right, go to bluechew.com, use that promo code BOOTLEG, and try it for a month for free. Free. What are we doing? We're getting back to the interview. That's what we're doing.
It's going to happen.
Now, you obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, I know you have songs with Quavo, Offset. Did you ever do one with Takeoff?
No, man. Unfortunately, the last time I spoke to Takeoff, it was at one of these cookies events.
Right.
And Quavo had a strain drop. So it was really Quavo's event, but Takeoff was there too.
Right.
And I was, in the back chopping it up, whatever. We smoke one. I'm like, Take, you the only Migo I don't have a record with yet. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I see what you're doing, bro. Come on. You know what I mean? Send me a joint. I'm like, I got you, and I fucking never did.
Wow.
And it's really because a lot of times I had a few of these opportunities, Nipsey too, and I'll tell you about that story, but it was like,
I remember
you think you have time.
Nipsey thing, yeah.
Yeah, you think you have time, and I was like, I want the right record. The one thing about me is like, I got a lot of like amazing features, blessed, you know what I mean? But like, the compliment I'm getting from most people is like, yo, you're using these features on the right songs in the right way, you know what I mean? I remember I pressed play on a lot of people. And DJ Hair was at the studio, at my studio, and I was playing him all the joints. And he was like, yo, I didn't expect all this. But then he said this specific thing. He's like, yo, the most impressive thing is like how you use your features. Like you got the best out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because some people will get a feature and you'd be like, why'd you put this guy on an album cut? Or
exactly. You know what I mean? And that was my thing, because I understand it's a big deal to get a song with these guys for someone in my position. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes it takes a little while to get that right one. Every time I'm in the studio, I'm like, would this one work for Takeoff? Nah, not really. Let me, you know what I mean? Right. And then that shit happened, man. This shit was crazy.
Okay, I drove by your store like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Is it closed?
Yeah, no, it's closed for remodeling.
Okay. Because I drove by and I'm like,
everybody hitting
did
me
I
up
miss
too.
something?
Yeah,
The Pentagon's closed?
No,
I'm
the
like, this
Pentagon
shit.
is open. Well, it's not open right now.
But you're
it'll be-
remodeling it.
We
Because
closed
I'm like, I
it.
know you got a studio there. I'm like, shit, maybe it's moving. I don't know.
No. We in the back studio. Shit is everything is there, but we remodeling right now. We just kind of it was time to revamp. We've been there for like 5 years. Just the whole thing, new clothes, new everything. But yeah.
Anything
We
else?
there.
I mean, you obviously have the weed. It's
strain.
It's what's the strain's name?
Well, I dropped the first one was Lost Angel OG,
Lost Angel OG,
and then
that's
I
what
dropped
I'm
a
thinking
strain called Yalla Habibi, which was kind of limited. See, my thing is I really just drop strains with like music. It's like cross promotion.
I mean, it's great weed too.
And it's great weed. I'm tapped in with the right people as far as
You
that.
are.
So
Well, your people know a thing or two about the weed industry here in California.
You know what I'm saying? My people, they're doing amazing, and they open so many doors for me. This whole weed thing opened the doors to all these artists for me, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I just mean like Armenians got this weed shit kind of sewed up.
yeah, no, 100%.
Shout out to
It's
the
not even
Armenians and the
kinda.
Asians.
It's not even kind of. The Asians, they run. Yeah, well, Backpack Boys is Asian,
Also Armenian.
of course. It's
Shout out to
half
our
my
guy.
people, like
Yeah.
literally my actual people.
Yes.
Not my, you know what I mean? Shout out my dogs. Yeah, man, the weed thing's been amazing for me. But I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out as far as the weed business. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get in it more, but it's kind of
Well, aren't you also like a certified pharmacist
Yeah,
by trade?
yeah, I am. And I own a pharmacy in Tarzana. Yeah, man, that's like the immigrant Armenian thing is like.
Man, I got my hands on
came
some of
here.
that Joe Rogan juice that was sold out everywhere during the pandemic. What was that shit? Ivermectin. Remember, I grabbed some off you.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yo, you got that ivermectin shit? It's so.
I got you, dog.
Yeah.
But please don't hit me for no medication. Because people do all the
I
time.
bet they do.
Yeah.
But they probably hit you for some wild shit.
Yeah, they hit me for all this shit. That kind of shit is cool. I help
Yeah,
people.
like got some
people
antibiotics,
need-
but like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
you can't get perk 30s from me. Go fuck
Please,
yourself.
yeah, please. But I get that all the time. But yeah, I'm a pharmacist too. You know what I realized? I went to school, did all that while I was doing music, and I realized this ain't gonna work if I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
You got to go both feet in on the rap shit, man.
So I fully went into music, but I have my license, and I have an amazing partner in the pharmacy world that
dope.
you know what I mean. That kind of runs the day to day.
That's amazing. Hey, we got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our family at Hardin. That's right, Hardin, Las Vegas. The craziest dispensary in the world, the #1 dispensary in the United States, let alone in Las Vegas, all right? Maybe you're hitting Vegas with your friends, your girlfriends, whatever. Maybe it's a bachelor party. Whatever's going on, you're going to go watch the Raiders suck cock. Whatever it is, make sure you pull up to Hardin, Las Vegas. Tell them I sent you. They got the craziest selection of premium cannabis I've ever seen in my fucking life. The pre-rolls, the cartridges, the edibles, the flower, all top notch, all the best. The bud tenders are so friendly. It smells great. It smells so good inside of Hardin that they have their own Hardin signature scent candle. See, I sniffed that and I just think of Las Vegas and picking up some amazing weed. All right, so go follow them right now, Hardin_Las Vegas. Shoot them a follow. Get all the details you need. We can get you some of this fly-ass Hardin merch at HardinLasVegas.com. Shout out to our family in Vegas. I'm excited, too, because coming up, we're going to be doing our very first podcast from Hardin in Vegas with Young Gravy. Oh, yeah, it's going down. All right, let's get back to the interview. All right, so you also, I watch the Patrick Bet-David podcast a lot.
Hell yeah, me too.
And you're you do the theme song.
Yeah.
So how'd that happen?
Yeah, Patrick Bet-David is a big supporter, man. So he's half Armenian, half Assyrian, and he actually went to like high school with one of my boys or whatever. So
Right.
years ago, he was doing all these videos on YouTube. It was more like, the business advice, motivational
Yeah, no,
videos
for
before
sure.
his podcast, right? That's what kind of blew him up. So my boy hit me like, yo, this guy I used to know, whatever, like he's big, like check him out. And we really started watching these videos, and actually it was really dope, you know what I'm saying? And then I started following him on IG and shit. And then one day he did a post about hip hop, and he's like, my top 5 rappers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he's like, the regular he's from the 90s, probably he's like in his mid 40s. So he was like, Tupac, Nas,
Right.
Jay-Z, whatever. And then in his caption, he wrote, honorable mention, my man Armin is really dope. You guys should check him out. And I'm like, oh shit.
Out of
I had
nowhere.
no idea he knows me, right? Yeah, and he even put the song, like his favorite song, which was a song I did with Game a long time ago called Lost Angels. So, then he followed me back and everything, and he was like, yo, we support you, we got you. So he came by my store, Pentagon, when he was in LA. Then when I went on tour with Berner, at that time he was in Texas, he moved to Florida. I went over there to the headquarters, and then he came to the show. So he just really supportive, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when we was in Texas, he's like, yo, maybe you can do like a song and we can use it for like the YouTube videos. At the time it wasn't, the podcast yet. And I'm like, hell yeah. I had this like kind of motivational joint called Sweet Victory, and I sent it to him. They loved it. They started using it for their interviews first. He did the interviews. Like he has a crazy interview with Kobe.
I've been watching him for like 5 or 6 years. So I've been watching him when he was in Texas, when he was doing all the inspirational shit, interviewing people.
So yeah, same as me. So they used it just for their interview section at that time. But a lot of big interviews. Kevin Hart, Magic Johnson.
No, he's interviewed even all the mobsters and shit.
Yeah.
No, he's
dope. I heard Vlad say that he got the idea from Valuetainment, which is Patrick Bet-David's thing. You know what I'm saying? And then the interview thing kind of stopped, and then just recently they started using the same song for the podcast. So and automatically I see a boost in the streams. You know what I'm saying? Like it pops up on my top 5 all of a sudden.
Now it's dope to see because like he's somebody, and what's also dope is like any kind of like Middle Eastern conflict shit going on, or even like the Azerbaijan Armenia thing, he does like a full, like I really educated myself on what's going on in Iran or what's going on in Armenia when he puts those videos up.
Absolutely. And just like I learned a lot from watching his shit, just everything, you know what I mean? Economy, politics, whatever, like he's
and like
he's
his
a very
panel
intelligent
of dudes
dude.
is like from all walks of political.
Absolutely.
Like, the little white dude is with the comedian guys, like more liberal,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, from all walks of life. And they just have like real honest discussions, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's my man. Shout out Patrick Bet-David, bro.
Hey, we got to stop the interview to tell you about our family at Odd Socks. That's right, the most comfortable socks in the motherfucking world. Go to oddsocksofficial.com right now. Use that promo code BOOTLEG, and you'll save 20% off. Christmas time is a-coming. And let me tell you something. Their Black Friday sale, if you're watching this before Black Friday, you might be watching it after Black Friday. But if Black Friday hasn't came yet, just like Cyrus hasn't came yet, it's been a while, he's on a drought. Guess what? Oddsocksofficial.com, promo code BOOTLEG, 20% off, plus whatever the fuck else is going on with their Black Friday sale. And let me tell you, they got some new licenses we got to talk about, boys. My particular favorites. One of the greatest shows of all time. They got the Beavis and Buttheads. You know what I mean? And this is really a big deal. The Big Lebowski. That's right. The greatest movie to ever exist. And shout out to all you rappers and people who be pouring your lean into this bullshit. Some Mountain Dew Baja Blast socks. Casino. Great fucking movie. You know what I mean? These are pretty fly. Bubblicious. Yeah, that's right. A little Bubblicious. And this is the big one. Big deal here. We got Coca-Cola socks, baby. That's right. Coke's on board. Coke is on board. You know what I mean? We get to put the Coke hat on. Well, this hat doesn't work for me, does it? Doesn't work for me. Anyway, you could get you this hat, though. Hey, Cyrus, take a Coke hat. There you go. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use the promo code BOOTLEG right now. Save 20% off. And go purge their website for Black Friday. Get gifts for your family. Your fucking family will love you if you buy them the most comfortable socks in the world. It's that simple. Or you could buy them some fucking bullshit socks. You could go buy them some garbage-ass fucking Ethica or some bullshit-ass fucking Nike socks. Fuck them. Get Odd Socks. Let's get back to the interview. Me and you have, I would say, pretty similar taste in rap music. What are your favorite albums this year?
Of course, KD3.
Yeah.
I really fuck with the 21 Savage Drake album, Her Loss.
I agree.
Stupid.
I got it in my
way
top 10.
doper than I expected.
It's in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah. Kendrick, of course.
Yeah.
Your boy Freddie Gibbs is definitely in the top
Triple
5.
S.
Triple S. You know which one I really like that I haven't heard people talk about? Montega. French's
French
album
and
with
Harry Fraud,
bro.
fire.
That was one album that I was listening to a lot. Like,
No,
you know
that
what I mean?
shit's-
Like,
that shit's
from
definitely-
French
yeah.
albums. Honestly, those would probably be my top 5, but I love the Joey Badass one. Of course, Pusha T. Pusha T is always in the album of the year
The
conversation.
French album is definitely slept on.
It's slept
Harry Fraud,
on, bro.
I mean, Harry Fraud and 38 Special just put out a crazy project.
Okay, I haven't heard that one yet.
LeBron's been posting it like every other fucking day.
Really? That's what's up.
Yeah.
I fuck with 38 Special heavy. Like, as a fan. I
No,
don't
Harry
know him,
Fraud's a
but-
beast. No, but
Harry
you are right though. That French album is hard, and nobody's really fucking I feel like
It's underrated, bro.
super underrated.
Like French go hard on them Harry Fraud beats, bro.
Shout
out to French.
That's his sound.
Yeah,
That's what
for sure. That's
what
blew
popped
him up.
off him and the
Yeah,
Coke
that's what
Boys.
blew him
is
up.
The fucking Harry Fraud beats.
Yeah.
Then he's a pop star and starts fucking Kardashians. Shout out to French, man. Legendary hit list, that French Montana. He's got a roster.
That's what they say.
He's like top 5 best rosters in hip hop. What's it? We go French. Who else is amazing?
Drake, obviously.
Drake's got a roster. Travis.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon's got it.
You know who low key has a crazy roster? I don't know if it's low key. Scott Storch.
Yeah. No,
My brother. He's
Low
told me
key
some
and high
fucking-
key.
Yeah, and high key. He's told me some
Because
stories, bro.
Scott Storch will tell you stories about girls he used to fuck, and you'll be like, "Oh, you hit it first."
Yeah, because that shit was in the 2000s and shit.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Scott Storch was fucking every bitch
Everyone.
in the world before it's crazy.
Scotty, my brother. Yeah,
I can't wait for him to do a movie.
Man, he
Or
has
like
to.
a
I heard he
Netflix
did-
series.
Yeah, I heard he did a deal with 50. He talked about it too.
Oh, a Netflix series
But
would
then,
be great. Or,
I don't know what
or
happened.
Stars or just about his life, all the hoes he was fucking, all the cocaine.
His whole story is crazy.
Insane. Shout out to Storch, man. All right, well, look, your tape comes out the 16th, you said?
16th, Just Incredible presents Armenian. Tap in with your boy.
Yeah, go run
the
that
joint
up.
with Be
And
Real is out right now.
You got
God
tons of
Flows.
music out.
A lot of music out. A lot of music out already, but like a lot of amazing music on the way. Like honestly, like I've never been this confident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I just said I've been pressing play on people. Like I've never been this confident to like press play in these meetings.
So the Nas song will be on the album?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what I've been kind of waiting for
your-
the album.
for your album,
Not
yeah.
only for the album to be done, but honestly, I've been kind of figuring out how to release it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had all these listening sessions because, we talked about this a lot. Like, I had some meetings with major labels too, but that was never really the move. Which distribution company to go with?
Right.
Even my immediate team, not my immediate day-to-day team, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I get it.
the management or whatever. So I feel like everything is ready now. You know what I mean?
Boom. Well, we'd rather have him rap, so you guys can check out the other YouTube video for that.
Let's go.
Armenian.
My man. Thank you
Boom.
for having me, bro.
Fire.